Ooh, that looks tasty. Gamers back with another playthrough, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Kinfire Chronicles. And I know it's been a little bit longer than it usually is in between these game sessions, but with the end of the year and the play that I was doing, everything just kind of slowed down. But we are back, and we're going to take our 3 actions here in the city of Dinlux, and then likely move on to quest 5 unless this gives us an option of a quest that I don't see. Now, for this one you'll see there's a whole pretty city here with all these different locations and a little quest guide here that kind of tells us what is going on and where we can go and all of that. Now, the places that we're going to go is we are definitely going to start out at the Journey's Rest Inn, which is right here at 4, because I wanted to put in some of the new cards and the level up packs that I got into my characters and heal them up and all that. So that's definitely the first one. Nothing really to see there. Then from there, I wanted to go here to 7, which is Nara's Bounty, where I can kind of turn in all of the things I found for money and items and all that. And I have a good amount of cash, so I'm thinking maybe I can buy some fun stuff there. And then from there, I'm also going to go to 17, the Seekers Guild, which is kind of the home of, well, the Seekers, just kind of see what's there. But I mean, there's a whole bunch of places to go, as you can see. We're doing 2 from the recommended and then landmarks and things like that. And we're just going to kind of see what's going to happen here. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and jump in, and I think I'm going to go to the bounty area first, which is 7. So, we have this very thick stack of cards, and we're going to see what there is to see. Check the board for bounties, or if you have creature materials, talk to one of our craftsmen. Craft 1 specific focus token into its specific item, or sell any others for 1 coin per 2 sold. Well, I don't need a lot of... I don't need coin right now, because I have a lot of coin. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I can only do 1. Yeah, craft 1 specific token. I don't think I can do all 3 right now. Blazing Sword, Wyvern Cloak, or Antler Dagger. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that Wyvern Cloak. That sounds exciting. And so I have the token right here. Now I've used it, so I'm going to drop it into the void box. Is that the right idea? That's what I'll do. And I'm going to give myself the Wyvern Cloak, and I'll know I can come back for the others later. Now, I don't actually have space right now to get the others because I don't have the Kinfire for it, but I now have these other 2 cards that I can use later. Alright, so that was that. Then I'm going over to 17. As you enter the guild hall, some of the other seekers slap you on the back in greeting. You join them in the dining hall for an ale as they recount stories of their adventures. One of them pulls out an enormous black tooth recovered from a strange worm-like creature, and another shows you a blistered scar down their left arm. You're about to tell of your own harrowing tale when Guildmaster Lyra appears and beckons you into her office. I have a job for you if you're interested. It's nothing too difficult, but I think you'll be pretty intrigued. Alright, take card Q18. And this comes out of the deck. Alright, we have a prompt. And that is going to be the last thing I can do. So now I'm going to have 2 choices here. I have a side quest, which is the Lonely Tower, Guildmaster Lyra. So I have 2 choices. I can do the Perilous Passage. Guildmaster Lyra has summoned you into her office in the guild hall. Apparently, Hierophant Stellan has a task for the Seekers Guild, and she's requested services as well as your discretion. So I can go to 5. Or I can do this obvious side quest. She has an easy job for you that involves visiting a local celebrity turned hermit. There's little risk involved, which could be a nice change of pace that earns you some extra coin. Well, clearly there's going to be a big fighter. I think I'm going to do this Lonely Tower and go to quest 18. Guildmaster Lyra unrolls a map of Adios on the table before you. Talos has made a special request on behalf of the Scholar's Circle. Bit of a cushy assignment for you lot, I'd say. She leans forward and places a flag on the map a few days outside of Dinlux. Archmage Archibald. She stands and waits, but none of you react. Archmage Archibald, she says again. You shake your heads blankly until Lyra explains. Archibald is a renowned sorcerer. He fled society decades ago when the pressure of his fame got to him. He now lives as a recluse in a tower in the middle of nowhere. Powerful magic has protected him from the darkness these last several years. She points to the flag. The Circle believes that whatever he's been working on out there, all alone, is likely to be truly groundbreaking, and we could really use some of his talents at a time like this. All you have to do is convince him to return. You've been through enough by now that this should be a walk in the park. Ha! Doubtful. Side quest, and so we'll see what happens here. Your journey to Archibald's Tower is remarkably pleasant. The weather is clear, the wind is at your back, and you have the fortune of encountering a caravan willing to share their orcish tea and warm cinnamon rolls. When you reach the location, you scan the horizon for a tower, but find nothing but a decrepit building, just a few stories of crumbling stone. You can't imagine who would so charitably call it a tower, but there's nothing else around. You try the wooden door, finding it locked. So, I can either sneak in or knock. So if I sneak in, that will please Fane and Naz. Give them another Kinfire, and I think that's the answer. Yeah, we're going to sneak in. So each of them is going to get another Kinfire, which means Naz can have a whole bunch of new weapons and abilities, so I think Naz will probably be getting that cloak. Alright, so we're going to 18.2. The simple lock is easy enough for you to pick. The door creaks open, revealing an enormous chamber. We take a step inside and stare upward in awe. The tower is massive, stretching far taller than the exterior led you to believe was possible. A staircase circles the entire room and corkscrew to the top. A voice echoes from above, "Get out!" It's Archibald, you assume, somewhere at the top of the tower. Perhaps he will listen to reason once you reach him. And we gain a fate. And we're jumping to 18.5. I forgot to give the story. The stairway shivers before you. You spot something moving among the bookshelves lining the walls. Small winged creatures suddenly fly down at you with tomes hanging in their grasp. You try to swat them away, but one perches on a shelf nearby and lets out a large squawk. A swarm of even more of the creatures descend from above. Alright, we get memory 18G. Oh, and this is not just a memory. Allies with health have corresponding standees and can be attacked. If an attack would give the target a status, instead add 1 more damage. If an ally is reduced to 0, evenly distribute its ability tokens among all the remaining active abilities. If 4 allies are reduced to 0, go to 1813, discard this card at the end of the quest, okay? Alright, so here we are all set up. I have a little bit of confusion because there's definitely more of these bookworms, and I checked that they have abilities here, but they're definitely not listed on the battle card here. So I guess I'm not facing them, I'm not sure. It also talks a lot about the flag, and the target is the person who's closest to the flag, and if we all get to the flag, something happens. But I don't know what that means. So I'm simply going to guess that it means this last space right here, and that's how I'm going to operate. And whether that's true or not, I don't know. The end game here is defeating all 4 of the allies, but again, there's only 2, so I'm going to assume if I beat both of them. Because something doesn't quite add up here. So I don't fully understand how that's supposed to work, but I'm just going to assume that it is. So if I beat both of these, we'll be done. If I get here, we'll be done. And it might just be, this is easier than it's supposed to be. It's a little bit frustrating that I can't quite figure this out. But that is the way it goes. I am going to go ahead and draw my cards, and we're going to get started and see what happens here. So currently, I'm going to assume that Fane is the target of the tower. And so I can't attack the tower, but the tower will activate, as will the little bad guys. So, yeah, so we're just going to see what happens here. All right, well, here we go. I guess it's time to wail on these cute little critters. All right, Valora is up. So I'm going to start right away. I'm going to move 1. And because she has moved, she gets to give someone an armor. I'm going to go ahead and give that to Fane, so he has 1. then, yep, let's just take a shot. Ah, okay. So I'm going to do twin shot. In one swift motion, Valora pulls 2 arrows from her quiver, knocks them both, and lets fly. And so I get to do 4 damage with this. It's green. Let's see if anybody's got a boost for me. And nothing really useful, so I'm going to simply pop this guy for 4. And there we go. Okay, so this ally, oh, this one can move across the red lines. But in any event, so he's simply going to make his way down towards us. He does not have range, and that's that. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to get all the way around without killing these things. I wonder if maybe they come back or something. Here we go. The tower seems to pause for a moment as if taking a breath. You take advantage of the momentary reprieve. Each seeker may move 1 space. Archibald's tower will refocus, then each bookworm moves back 1 space. So, boom. Oh, interesting. So I could have Valora. No, I'm just going to move forward. Move, move, move. Refocuses to Valora. And they step back, and they step back. All right, easy enough. 12. Wow. Do I have my tokens in here? Yeah, I do. So 12. It's going to be this guy. Boom. He's going to pop up, and he's going to hit me for 5. Oh, my gosh. Well, first it's going to be 4, because I do have 1 armor. And it is a white hit. Let's see. Do I have any kind of defense here? I don't. Oh, I blew that. That was dumb. All right, so I'm going to have... Valora is going to play this one and block 2 with a capture rune, so I'm down to 2 damage only. Yeah, I'll take 2 damage. That's not bad. It puts me down to 11. Alright. Alright, Valora again. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to here, and so I'm going to have to stop, and I'm going to have to check 18-8. But because I moved, I'm going to give Fane another armor. And my plan is I want to play this new card. I got Perfect Stillness, but first I have to read 18-8. A few floors up, the stairs arch over a small desk covered in books and parchment. Before you can reach it, the reptile-like creature swoops down and plucks a few handwritten books from its surface. You grab for one of the books and find yourself in a tug-of-war with 3 of the small creatures. One seeker in this or an adjacent space flips 2. Well, it's only her. If the seeker reveals any red, each seeker gains 1 armor. Well, the only seeker I can do is Valora, who does not have a lot of red. And I think I already have most of my red out, but here we go. Oh, look at that. I got a red right there. Great. Great, great, great. Well, that worked out really well. Boom. Lots of armor. All right, well, that was nice and simple. And then I'm going to play my Perfect Stillness. Valora releases her held breath. There is no battle. There is no world. There is no Valora. There is only the target. So my turn is going to end with this ward. But if I attack while this card's in play, I get double the damage that it does. And I lose this if I discard it as well. Alright, so that's her. I think I'm going to use one of my Fate here. See if I can get Valora again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And wow, a bunch of us. But I will. I'm going to take Valora again. There we go. And whatever I do is going to be double damage. Shot to the knee. You fire at your enemy, hitting them right in the leg joint. That ought to slow them. And I'm going to hit this guy. Because he's damaged, so he takes 2, but it's doubled. So he takes 2, but it's doubled to 4, and they each take, and he takes 1 extra for each of those. So I think it goes 2 plus 2, so 4, then doubles to 8. That is my guess, my understanding, and what I'm going to go with, which will drop this guy all the way down to 6. All right. Oh, and I can move, because I shot first, and I will just keep on moving. I'll move myself right up there. 4. Well, this is working great. The tower seems to pause for a moment, as if taking a breath for you to take advantage of the momentary reprieve. Move 1 space. So, boom. And because she moved somewhere where there was nobody, I'm going to give another armor to Fane. And move, and move. Huh. Yeah, clear this. There must be some kind of twist coming, because this seems really easy. Or there's a misprint and we're missing 2 of these bad guys. 3. Ah, another one. The stairs shake beneath your feet, trying to trip you up. Each seeker discards the top card of their deck. Every seeker who discards green may move 2 spaces, then each bookworm attacks. Alright, top card. I mean, that could be great. So, this is Naz, green. So she can move 2. 1, 2. And top card here, also green. We're going to read again. 1, 2. And then top card for Fane, white, which equals green. And 1, 2. What this is? Boy, this really is cake. So I'm going to do their attacks first, then I'm going to do this 18.9. So this one is going to attack Fane again for 5. He has 3 armor, so that's going to become 2, and I think I'm just going to take the 2 and drop down to 9, because I think I'm going to be done with this very quickly. There we go. And then 4 damage to Naz, and she also has 3 armor, so she's only going to take 1, and I'm not even going to worry about that. Okay, easy enough. Ooh, heart, anybody I want. I mean, it seems like... Oh, before I do that heart, put that back here, I need to do 18.9. You reach a complex contraption of levers, gears, and wheels. A well-worn journal sits on an out-of-reach slab. 2 strange mechanical appendages hang above it, connected to a series of gears. Perhaps just the right combination of levers and wheels will bring the journal closer. Well, this seeker is going to flip 2 cards. If any blue are revealed, everyone gets a thing. And nope, nobody. Well, now I understand what's coming. But first, Laura has to flip 2 cards. And if any blue... yep. I do have blue. So more armor for everybody. Then I put ally 18E into play. Now the question is, I move 3 tokens 3 and 6 onto it. Ah, I see. So I'll just put this over here. Tokens 3 and 6. Now I understand. And it shows up in a space labeled 18.9 right on top of me. Okay, I get it. Oh, I guess the other one's going to show up over here. That's how you defeat all 4. Okay, so I think I'm just going to keep on running. Anyhow, so this one, boom, I'm going to activate her again and move 1 to here. That's going to allow me to give someone armor. I'm going to give it to Fane again. Then, oh, I am out. I was out of actions, which means last turn I needed to discard and draw back up to 7. And that gives me my snipe as well. Oh, I wish I had that ward now. Alright, well, I'm going to do a quick shot. In an instant, you snap an arrow into place and let it fly, already considering your next move. So it's going to be 2 damage, and I can perform another action after this. But, yeah, so that's 2 green on this new dude, which will put him down to 10. Okay, that puts him down to 10. And let's see if anybody's got some boosts. Oh yeah, lots of boosts. Ooh, there we go. I'll hold off on that. I'm going to play the Mystic Force boost from Fane, which is going to let her draw a card. Just continue what she's doing. And I don't have any Ah, and Duel of Honor from Nas, which is going to let me return a chit to the bag. And I will return a Valora chit to the bag. There we go. Then, since that was a free action, oh, if I showed this card before, I did 1 more damage. That's what I wanted to do. So that's 9. And then I'm simply going to follow that up with the Acid Arrow, which is going to do 1 damage, but allow me to put 3 hurts, which all convert to damage. So that's 4 damage, plus the one I should have done before. And so that's 5, and I can show this again, which is 6 damage. So this one's already all the way down to 4. And I'm going to use this flank boost here, which is going to allow her to move again and get even closer and give Nas another armor, because every time she moves somewhere where there is no enemy, she gets to do that. Ooh, okay. This is now, I'm starting to get this a little more. All right, here we go. Now Nas would be nice. 9. 9 is this guy, so boom. Simply gonna, well, can't hit, so boom, hit Nas, because Nas is closer to the target. So that's going to be for 4 damage. She has 4 armor. Discard 1. Nothing. Easy, easy, easy. Boy, this really is simple. Feign. Alright, so first thing that Feign is going to do is Feign is going to use one of his new abilities, the Riddle of Dawn. When the morning light is nigh, and the seekers crack an eye, may their strings be taut as the battle is fought, and the enemy's victory denied. Little slant rhyme there. When played, I can draw a card. Okay, great. While this card is in play, each time a seeker plays an action, they may draw 1 card. And that was a free action, so I get to do another one. That is oh my gosh, that's an awesome card. All right, so let's have Feign. Feign's going to step backwards, actually. And I'm simply going to do my Mystic Force, which is another, I think is another new card. With hands raised, you mutter a spell, summoning a wind to toss your enemies around the battlefield. So I would take I take the focus, which I assume is for everything. I'm not fully clear of that. I'm going to move him. Oh, I can move him 1 this way. So I'm going to move him 1 that way and do 1 damage to him. But let's see if there's any boost that anybody can give me. Some damage boost, because any color damage boost. So I'm doing 1. Nope. So just 1 damage. There we go. All right, Nas. Now she can make someone else move, and I think I want to do that. Does that, and that's a nice little change, and give herself an armor again. Okay, great. And I will read 1810 in just a moment. But first, let's see what we can do here. First, Nas is going to play her tidal action. Reaching for calm, Nas thinks back to days on the farm, using the wind to guide rain clouds over their crops and summons up a gale. And this means when Nas moves, she can move an enemy in her space along with her, and they take damage. That's a free action, but I think what I'm going to do... Ooh, perfect. I'm going to do Inevitable, which allows me to move a target. Doink. And do 3 red damage. And let's see, I don't think I have no damage boosts, but we're getting closer. And that's going to pull the focus back to her. There we go. Whoops, wrong one. Okay. That's it for her. Okay, Feign again. Oh, and she gets to draw a card because of Feign's ability. And now Feign. Now the only problem here is it's going to make it hard to gain... Oh, well, I said that. Feign actually also has no actions, so discard all of them. Charge his lantern. Let's see what we can do. So his lantern is simply a free action. So first I'm going to start out, and I'm going to do... Oh, wait, before anything else, 1810. Almost forgot. You spot a thin black journal on a dusty writing desk, but the stairs twist and curve as if to keep the book away from you. You attempt to reach out as far as the stairway... You attempt to reach out for it as the stairway tries to buck you off. And again, she's going to flip 2 cards. If any are green, each seeker gains 1 armor. And I get a memory. And I get to flip 3 of them to try to do this, because Valora is cool like that. And she has a lot of green, so I'm good chance here. So 1, 2, 3. And just like that, we got 2 greens there. So more armor for everybody. I have so much armor out right now. I'm almost invulnerable. Okay, now I'm going to do Fane's Sustain Soul Chord, calling out in a clear voice. Fane holds up the lantern and shouts, "Sustain the moment." Everything seems as slow to a crawl, except for him. No, first I need to move. There we go. And he's going to hit... He's going to hit this one for 4. Again, take the focus back. And then he's going to do his action with his Bolt of Confusion, which will do 2, and plus 1 more because of the trapped ability. The words of power leave your lips in a whisper. A bolt fires from your hand, leaving your enemies dizzied and disoriented. But because I'm hitting the purple one, that will simply be it for him. And these, I assume... So I'm not clear where these guys get played. I don't know if these go over... If this would go over to the third, to the bookworm, or if it would go over to the other one. Yeah, it's not... Well, no, it says evenly distribute amongst all remaining abilities. So I will go here, here, and here. So I think that's what that means. There we go. That was faint. And Nas again. And she's going to activate... Oh, and I forgot to place the next ally into place. Who shows up right here. And he gets 2 and 5 on it. Oh, I forgot that these guys can move across the red lines to go after certain people. Forgot about that. So it's 2 and 5. So I've clearly made mistakes here, but that's okay. I'm going to live with it. I don't mind if this turns out to be an easy one. Anyway, so Nas is going to have her move. And again, she moved, so pass out some armor. We'll give it to Nas. And let's see what she is going to do here. I think she's just going to do a knockout. And since she's playing an action, she gets to draw 1 because of Fane's card. And her knockout is just going to do 4 damage to this guy here. There we go. I have to remember. And so the only... Oh, and that pulls the focus back here. 1. The stairs shake beneath your feet, trying to trip you up. Each seeker discards the top card of their deck. Every seeker who discarded a green may move 2 spaces. Then all bookworms attack. Alright, well, we'll start out with Nas. She has a green. Oh, that gets... So, boom, boom. And her tidal force lets her bring him along. And so he actually is going to take 2 damage because he can't take the... doesn't get the abilities. Puts him down to 5. And then Fane. White equals green. 1, 2. And then, here we go. Nope, red. Sadly, she did not get to move. Alright, so green dude here is going to shoot Nas for 5. Luckily, Nas has so much armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armor. So no damage, and he's down to 5. Then the blue one also attack for 4. Nas has 5 armor, so again, now she has 4 armor. this one will step forward. And again, is coming for there because that's how I pulled the focus. And she's getting attacked for 6. And she has 3 armor. So she'll take 3. But let's see if I have any defense. And I'm going to go ahead and play 2 boosts here. I'm going to play Patience, which will defend 1, so I'm taking 2 damage. And then this one here, Tidal Force, to block 1 more, so she's only going to take 1 damage. Sorry about that, my camera can only do 29-minute clips, and I let it lapse. Hopefully you didn't miss too much. You can see where we are. Basically, we've gotten here by Naz is continually moving her. We had the bad guys go here, which allowed Fane and Naz to move forward. Naz just went. She moved for Laura, got the armor. Then she played Unstoppable Charge, which keeps the focus on her. Starting slowly and gathering speed, Naz charges at her enemy, accelerating until she strikes with incredible force. So that's going to be able to do 4 damage to this one. And that will, if I have a single red damage boost. Oh, there we go. I got a Mana Strike damage boost from Fane, which will be enough to knock out this guy. And the 3 and the 6 will go over here. All right, take it. All right, well, give me Valora. Fane again. All right, now Fane's going to do something cool. So Fane's going to move here. Oh, and I forgot, got to draw another card for Naz for playing an action. However, now Naz has only boosts, so all those get discarded. She gets to charge her lantern. 1, 2. And she draws some more cards. And so he's going to move there. And then he's going to play Patience Is. This is another new card he got. With measured breathing, Fane circles his enemy, remembering the words of his late uncle. Patience is the essence of strategy, while haste makes fools of the wisest men. He's going to pull the focus back on him. And he's going to do 1 damage per hit after the 3rd. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is exactly what we need to put this one down as well. All right. Okay, hearts. So I will activate her, move her forward 1. That's another armor to give to somebody. We'll go ahead and give that to Fane. And let's see if she has anything that lets her just move. Don't think she has any moving things. So I will discard the Capture Rune card. Alright, there are just a couple chances to get this done here. Oh, there we go. Boom, boom. Got to the middle, and after what seems like hours of climbing, you reach the top of the tower. The flying creatures seem to hang back for a moment, giving you a brief respite from their attacks. You expected to find a living quarters here in the highest chamber, and perhaps find old Archibald himself waiting to give you a piece of his mind. But instead, all you find is the enormous, glowing crystal suspended from the ceiling by 4 metal beams. Well, I have a choice. The crystal must be controlling the tower's defenses. If we smash it, it might deactivate. Or there's more here than meets the eye. Let's try talking to it. So both Valora and Naz want to smash it. And I really want to give Valora some more Kinfire tokens. But I also don't want to just smash it. So we're going to try talking to it. Which means Fane gets his 4th Kinfire. Which means we go to card 15. Hello, Archibald? You call out. The crystal shimmers before you. What do you want? It asks. The entire tower seems to give a huff of irritation. You hesitate and then answer, We're looking for Archibald? You explain the dire situation in Dinlocks. Well, I'm afraid you found me. Or what I am now. You see, I am the very tower you are standing in. Every stair, every shelf, every stone. He continues to ramble for a while until you can bring the conversation around to the matter at hand, politely requesting that Archibald allow a visit from the Scholar Circle to discuss his research. He reluctantly agrees, as long as they knock first. Oh, son of a... If I had knocked, I would have skipped all this, maybe. Ugh. But I do gain 4 coins, so that's good. And I open a silver treasure pack. I do not gain the tower's focus token, because I didn't smash it. And then I get 3 city action. Well, that was very pleasant and easy. So I'm going to open up the silver loot package, and let us take a look. Because now I got a lot more options that I might want to use to equip people with. So let's take a look here. So we have Bodyguard's Blow, which other seekers in the same space gain armor. The Sprinting Arrow does 4 and movement, and extra 2 there. That one has a white boost. Flexible Strategy, which lets you refresh your hand. And Storm's Sigil, which is a ward, which could be good for Fane. And then all your actions deal 1 more damage. Ooh, those are really good. Those are really good. But so anyhow, there we are. That was really easy. It would have been less easy if I didn't have the combination of characters that I do, with Valora giving out all that armor and Nas being able to move Valora. And then I had some good luck on draws when it came to the tower actions that moved me. I think I used my fate token at the right time. And also, I think it helped that I forgot that these guys could move across those lines. But it said it was supposed to be easy. So this was actually neat. I do like how different this one was than the others. Anyhow, not many people have been commenting on this, but if you have any ideas of where I should go in Dinlux, what you're seeing on the screen right now are kind of all the options that I have, places I can go to. So if you want to say in where I go, that is how you can do that. And as always, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'm still really enjoying playing it. As always, if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, share, maybe become a channel member. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.